love Kim Wilde.
Hey, Mr. Snowman, I really, really love you, Mr. Snowman.
Absolutely loved it when she co-hosted Sounds of the 80s with me earlier on in the year. So lovely. Beth from Nantwich says, morning, Gary. Me and my mum Jackie are waiting for everyone to wake up so we can have a Boxing Day breakfast. Get up! Coming up, Mackenzie Crook is my guest this morning, talking about Detectorists, which is on BBC Two tonight. He'll be on the show around about 8:35 this morning. It's Radio 2 on the BBC Sounds app, your smart speaker, and on 88 and 91 FM.
BBC News at 8 o'clock on Boxing Day, Monday the 26th of December. Good morning, this is Adam Porter. The Arctic freeze gripping much of North America is now known to have killed more than 30 people. Moscow claims a Ukrainian drone attack on an airbase in southern Russia has left 3 people dead. And could robots patrolling our water pipes stop billions of litres leaking? At least 30 people are now known to have died as a result of a severe winter storm sweeping across the United States and Canada. The snow and icy conditions have already caused days of disruption, with thousands of homes still experiencing power problems, as well as hundreds of flights being cancelled. The worst hit area is the city of Buffalo in New York State, where conditions are so bad that officials have imposed a driving ban. Steve Watson is a reporter in the city. His home was cut off for more than 50 hours.
The way it was described by one emergency official out here was hurricane force winds with snow. There was too much snow and it was blowing too hard for emergency vehicles to get through. National Guard troops are getting stuck in the snow. Unfortunately, a couple of the people who died because when they called 911, emergency personnel couldn't get to their homes.
Russia says at least 3 servicemen have been killed as a result of a Ukrainian drone attack hundreds of miles from the front lines. Officials say the deaths were caused by falling wreckage. The reported incident took place near the city of Saratov, 450 miles southeast of Moscow. Kiev has yet to comment. Nicholas Rocha reports.
The Interfax news agency said Russian air defences shot down a Ukrainian drone as it approached the Engels military airfield. It said the Russian serviceman died of injuries caused by debris from the drone, adding that no aircraft at the base had been damaged. The Engels airfield is about 300 miles from the Ukrainian border and is believed to house Russian long-range strategic bombers. It was hit along with another military base earlier this month by what Russian officials described as Ukrainian drone attacks. There's been no official comment from Kyiv. It appears Ukraine is still capable of launching attacks deep into Russian territory.
Britain's railways remain closed due to strike action by thousands of members of the RMT union as part of a long-running dispute about pay and conditions. The walkout began on Christmas Eve and is due to end tomorrow morning. Engineering works are being disrupted and companies which usually run services on Boxing Day have cancelled all scheduled trains. More people are expected to travel by car instead. 5 humanitarian agencies have now said they're suspending work in Afghanistan after the Taliban government announced a ban on aid groups hiring women. Care International, the Norwegian Refugee Council, Save the Children, as well as the International Rescue Committee and Islamic Relief have said they will not continue. The United Nations says it's trying to reverse the ban. The NHS is to pilot schemes in 14 areas of England to identify more people with the early stages of dementia. Specialist nurses and professionals will assess hundreds of care home residents who might be at risk. Tom Harrigan reports.
During the pandemic, the number of people being diagnosed with dementia fell as elderly people had less contact with others. Under this scheme, GPs will share lists of residents at care homes who don't have a dementia diagnosis with the staff looking after them. Anyone known to have memory problems will be offered a face-to-face assessment. A specialist will then check the resident's medication and talk to their family and friends before making a final assessment.
Scientists have developed miniature robots called PipeBots, which are designed to check for faults in the water supply network. The water industry regulator Ofwat says about 3 billion litres of water are lost every day in England and Wales because of leaks. Our science correspondent Victoria Gill has been finding out how the robots can help.
So we're going to put it in on the sand, see how it traverses the sand.
Professor Netta Cohen from the University of Leeds is testing a matchbox-sized robot on a maze of plastic pipes laid out on the laboratory floor. It's a pipe bot, one of many being developed by engineers to patrol the underground water network in search of cracks and flaws before they develop into leaks. Every day in England and Wales, about 3 billion litres of the water supply is lost through leaky pipes. And engineers say that the first pipe bots will be ready to start patrolling the network within 5 years.
Matches in the top flight of English football resumed today after a 6-week break because of the World Cup in Qatar. The Premier League's Boxing Day schedule will kick off with Tottenham's trip to Brentford. And the weather forecast, plenty of winter sunshine in the east and southeast of England. Elsewhere, a mix of sunny spells and showers. In the west of Scotland, there's a chance of snow. Highs of 9 Celsius in London, 8 in Cardiff and 5 in Edinburgh and Belfast. BBC News, it's 8:05.
Thank you, Adam.
Listen live on the BBC Sounds app.
The Radio 2 Breakfast Show
With Gary Davis.
Good morning, Stoke, and a very good morning to you. It's 8:05. Gary in for Zoe on Breakfast all this week. Coming up, why Michael Ball might be the most festive of all. Danny Dyer, who now smells like broccoli juice. And on the show, in a little while, Mackenzie Crook talking about a special episode of Detectorists, which is on telly tonight.